They're cold.
Okay, so
What?
you're not pregnant?
No, I'm not.
They say that bad things always happen to good people. Along with this beautiful gift, they would like to provide you with $2,000 for any financial support you may need. Whether it be medical bills, mortgage payment, car insurance, you name it, it's yours. But beyond this, they want you to know that you have the entire Fairway family supporting you and praying for you.
All 6,500 of us, we love you so incredibly much and want you to know you are not alone. I love your family and the Fairway family.
Wow. So yeah, whatever you need.
She always had a smile on her face, and I think that's what people remember her most by. She wrote, "Thank you to all the wonderful people at Fairway Cares." At the time of receiving this wonderful gifts, I would say I was at a low point that I don't like to get to. God bless each and every one of you for the gifts, and that has reopened my will to keep waking up every day and spend my precious days with so many people in my life that now includes my new Fairway family. God be with you all and bless you as He has blessed me.
She was always a very healthy woman, always healthy, until she got this horrible disease and got dementia.
I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and then 5 days later, my wife was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer as well.
I went through radiation and chemotherapy, and they thought they had it wiped out, and then they found out that it metastasized into my lungs. They told me they'd give me 8 to 12 months.
I have a friend whose dad is battling lung cancer, and Fairway Cares was able to step in and give them some relief. As a mom, a friend, a daughter, a Christian, you want to be able to reach out and help these people, and Fairway Cares really allows us to be able to do that.
Fairway Cares is a nonprofit organization that seeks to help people and encourage people who are dealing with critical illness, loss of a loved one, or sustained physical trauma. It goes back to the heart of Fairway and the desire to give back.
My wife had a miscarriage. It ended up evolving into what's called a molar pregnancy. There was essentially a tumor that had a blood supply that was continuing to develop. I remember too getting our Fairway Cares box in the mail. The outpouring of just true love from everyone was amazing. You don't really know how impactful it is unless you're the recipient of that.
Any one of our over 6,600 employees of Fairway can make a request, whether it be a care package or a financial request. Now, the recipient of the care package and the financial request don't have to be one of our employees. Sometimes it's friends, sometimes it's family members, sometimes it's a neighbor that they know is going through a situation.
Fairway underwrites the administrative costs of our Fairway Cares nonprofit. All the other costs for those packages are funded through fundraisers that we do or employee payroll deductions.
We had one of our own employees who had a 9-year-old daughter with neuroblastoma, and she hasn't been able to work, she hasn't been able to originate. We hosted a golf tournament. Fairway Cares helped with that. We were able to raise $22,000 for that family, and that went a long way. The ability to give the flexibility, like you need to not be at work, you need to be with your daughter. And to be able to play a part in financially making that possible, you can't quantify what that means to someone. She can't ever get those moments back.
One of the little gifts in the Fairway package was a small copper-colored, just a little box. Carol kept it on the chest of drawers. We did a lot of sleeping, as you can imagine. On certain days you'd wake up and you'd see that box, and I know it sounds crazy, but just the sight of that little box made either the whole day or at least the next few hours. It was just inspiring.
Well, I had Fairway Cares send a box to my dad's best friend that he grew up with since he was a kid. They lost their son, who was my age, last year. So he was a military vet and lost his life. His dad sent me a text message when they received it and said, "We received the care box today that you recommended for us. Wow, it was simply wonderful. We cannot begin to thank you for thinking about us during our grief." He said, "If this is the company that you work for, they are simply fantastic. Thank you so much, and please thank everyone at your work. It's great to know that I work for a company that really does care."
One day I received this beautiful box, and it really touched my heart. There were lotions and beautiful books, but then I saw this beautiful blanket. It was my mom's favorite color, just happened to be. Every day when we would go to visit my mom, she was always cold, so I couldn't wait to go there that next day and give her the blanket. It was so special because it sparked joy in her.
I got a box in the mail, completely surprised me, and it was full of all kinds of gifts from Fairway Cares, and it just brought me to tears. The one thing that I can relate to is my disc. It says "You are not alone," and I carry it in my pocket every day. It has not left me.
It has not.
Life is very fragile, and time is of great importance. You'd be surprised at what the little things in life all of a sudden become a big focus. And when you work within a company that has recognized that, it is just amazing the feeling that you get from that. Because I've never had that feeling ever before in my life. I am forever grateful to be emotionally tied to Fairway for the rest of my life.
So one of the things we've discovered is, as people receive these packages, there's a physical part that's met, but even with what they receive, there's an emotional piece too, as they realize they're not alone, that they're journeying, that somebody does really care. Also observe that so often times that's when family becomes extremely important, and you start to realize how maybe little you've spent time with family. So the beauty of the Hidden Beauty Retreat is really that opportunity to bring family together, to really go someplace and be unplugged and get plugged back in with your family.
The opportunity to use that space for 25 people.
Everybody laughed together, we cried together, we were able to spend time together. We had done for a long time.